Okay, 2 weeks from tonight, comedy, music, film, and philanthropy will all combine for one awesome comedy show. Here to explain are Laura Sams Jordan, Jason Rouse, and Sean Jordan. Hello, welcome everybody.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
What's
Okay,
happening?
so there are comedy shows in Portland all the time.
There sure are.
What makes this one so awesome?
Who wants to go first?
It's a great show for a great cause. First of all, we have an incredible lineup of 3 heavy-hitting comedians, nationally known comedians who happen to be Portland-based. Sean Jordan, who is here, Kyle Kinane, and Susan Rice, they're all on the same show, and the show is a benefit. It's going to benefit a documentary film that we've been working on for 3 years, where we're almost to the finish line, and it's just going to help us get over the finish line. So all of the ticket sales are going to go through our fiscal sponsor, Livewire Radio, to the film, so we can make those final things happen so it can really be finished.
Yes, tell us about the movie you're making.
Absolutely.
Well, the documentary is about a show that I directed with my wife, Jessica Dart, 3 years ago at Revolution Hall, called Stop Making Sense, based on the Talking Heads film Stop Making Sense. And we did it with the Students of Fame, which is a Fine and Performing Arts Academy in Portland for adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. And the idea was, let's have them sing all the songs, let's have them perform in the band, let's have them create videos for the show, let's have them choreograph and do the show. So part of that was we knew we were gonna do that, that was gonna take some time. We wanted it documented. And so Jessica and I said, well, we're gonna bring on Cispro Studios, Laura and her brother Rob to capture everything, and they did.
And we did.
And they did.
So it's a feature documentary film that really documents the very first rehearsal when they all started rehearsing. There's a core cast of 14 people, performers, all the way through a summer. We follow some of their families. There's a choreographer named JJ. We follow his family. There's a singer named Aaron who kicks off the whole show with Psycho Killer. We meet his family. And it's just meeting everyone, watching them work toward this day when they only have 2 shows, and then you actually get to see the concert. So it's pretty great. Yeah.
You've seen the concert, obviously. Sean, did you get to see them perform
I wasn't
that
there.
night?
I was out of town.
So this film is for people like Sean,
Yeah.
who didn't get to see the show.
I was doing stand-up, which is also,
Well,
contributing to the
No,
world a little
it's
bit.
fun that you're including the show in the documentary
Yes.
for sure, because
Yeah.
otherwise people are going to watch it and be like,
Yeah.
well, wait.
And it's based on Talking Heads music, and there's Talking Heads music in the rehearsals and in the concert, and so it took us about 1.5 years after we filmed it to say, okay, well, we have to get the licensing for the music to be able to make the documentary. So it took us a while, and then we did, and then we knew, oh, we can actually make this thing.
Yeah.
And so it's really exciting.
There was nothing
Yeah.
stopping us at that. We
Yeah.
had to. I mean, we really, sometimes you want to procrastinate. Well, we're probably never going to get them to give us the rights to their music. And they did. And then, yeah.
We're off to the races.
Okay, but yes, there's still a few more things
Yep.
to finance and get done
Yep.
to make the film a
Yep,
reality,
absolutely.
right? Yeah, so that's where you come in.
Couple more bucks,
Yeah.
Just need a little more cheese.
Yeah.
We're doing a stand-up show. Susan Rice and Kyle Kinane both live in Portland. We're lucky enough to have both of them. 2 of the best, and I'm not exaggerating, I don't say this lightly. I've seen thousands of comedians. They're 2 of the best comedians that have, in my opinion, that are alive. It's crazy how good they are. Susan was on Star Search recently. Kyle has been on everything. You've seen him on Comedy Central a ton, Netflix a bunch, and they're just both fabulous comedians. I'm okay. I'll be
Oh,
emceeing the
he's good.
show. I'm really good at it too.
He's good.
But it's just such
He's good
a.
at, what else are you? He's good at, we're married. He's good at holding our daughter on his shoulders while they walk around.
Aw.
That took you a while to think of.
I thought of it. I got there.
I can kickflip too, so I can do a lot of stuff. I'm out
A lot
here.
of skills.
Yeah, I'm out here.
Yeah, and then Laura, just another fun anecdote. You're married
Yeah.
to Sean.
Yep.
Your brother
Yeah.
is who you did this movie with.
Yes,
on the
so
production
we're
studio.
co-directing it. He would have been here, but there's only 3.
We only have
on
3
the
chairs.
couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. So he and I work together. He's the primary cinematographer. And it's just been such an amazing process. Originally, Jason asked us kind of document what was going on for a short little behind the scenes. Like,
Yeah.
why don't you just document it a little bit so we have some
And we had this
posterity?
ulterior motive that they would like it. We only had a little bit of money then to offer them, but we knew that we hoped that they would get in there and be filming and go, there's really something special. And after the second day, they came up and said, this is really good. Can we come back tomorrow? And we said yes. And they just kept showing up, and we're like, this is good, this is really good. So then, yeah.
Yeah.
So your trap
It
works.
works.
It is.
Manipulation almost always works in these situations where you just bring in your friends, your
Yeah.
close friends, and say, hey, will you do this little thing for us? And then you knew that they would just, wet their beaks.
As a documentary filmmaker, it was one of those moments where my brother and I, on the same day, after just hanging out with people, looked at each other and said, "Oh, this is something extraordinary."
Oh, love
And
that.
we have to keep documenting this. We have to do this. So we were like
great.
in the middle of this unfolding story, and that it was like everybody needs to know about.
It is such a
Okay.
positive thing to be put out in the world that needs positivity right now.
Yes.
I've cried every time I've seen a snippet. I'm serious. It's fantastic.
Well, tell people when the show is, how they can get tickets, and how they can learn more about the movie, real quick.
Monday, July 6th, Show Bar, Revolution Hall. Get tickets at revolutionhall.com.
And then more about the movie at their website as well. Thank you all for coming.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
See you there.
Thank you.